Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, sister. How are you?
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm fine.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah,
Jazakallah khair for joining us on the
yeah,
Niqabi Diaries today, sister. Could you introduce
you're
yourself
welcome.
for us and tell us a bit about what you do, inshallah?
Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My name is Shukrat, and I'm a Muslimah,
Alhamdulillah.
and Alhamdulillah, I live in Rotherham,
Rotherham. Okay,
in
cool.
England, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm originally from Nigeria,
Mashallah.
and I moved to the UK. I got married, and I'm an accountant,
Accountant, mashallah,
and
tabarakallah.
yeah, and what else? Yeah, what else? That's it.
Alhamdulillah. Well,
So
can
yeah,
I just ask you,
basically,
because you on your Instagram you're called Mompreneur, right?
yes, I am.
So
I am.
what's that
Yeah,
about?
yeah, because I have e-commerce business as well.
All right. So you tried to
So
hide
yeah,
something from us, yeah?
yeah. So I
E-commerce.
have that on the side, and
Oh,
I work on as an accountant as well, and yeah. So those are the
alhamdulillah.
two things that I do. Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. And you're a
Career
mother as
wise,
well,
yeah.
I'm assuming. Yeah, since it's
What?
mom. You're also a mother as well.
Yes, definitely. I have one daughter, alhamdulillah,
Alhamdulillah.
amazing little girl. Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
and I'm a wife as well. So
Alhamdulillah.
yeah, that's yeah. So
Alhamdulillah. So sister,
yeah.
how long have you been wearing the niqab for then?
Okay, so like my Niqab story is now like one small story. It's like a long
Okay,
winded
well, I
story.
asked the long stories the best. Go for it. Let's hear it, inshallah.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, me like how will I start? Let me see. Okay, like upbringing, like growing up as a little girl, I've always been drawn to Allah. Like so
Alhamdulillah.
I've always been like attached to him. I remember doing a lot of askar and having askar book. I'm a born Muslim by the way, so because I realized you've been like interviewing a lot of rivers. So,
Alhamdulillah.
yeah, so I'm born Muslim, and so I've always been like that from like little girl. And my siblings, they know that for me as well, so they kind of respect that.
Okay,
So
alhamdulillah.
like they saw it coming sort of. So when I started in club, they actually saw it coming because I've always been like that. So, but I've always I'm an introverted person as well, so I don't like to be seen like in a way. So I just like to be indoor, to be at home, and not do anything. I do things inside the house, but not go out. So, like, so I can say the niqab actually suits my personality, sort of like because I don't want to be people to see what I'm doing, sort of. So yeah, so that was me as a child. But then, growing up, teenager, you have some, iman up and down, iman and everything like that. So you tend to want to follow the society at the same time, want to stick to worshiping Allah, which can be conflicting sometimes it can be conflicting like that. So so like growing up, I was like closer to Allah, and I didn't know why people use hijab. I just thought it was cultural. I just thought it looks good on people. I just thought, and in Nigeria they have like a fashionable hijab and everything, so it looks good really like that. So that's what I know about that. But then like so I was like a teenager, and I started getting some unwanted attention from the opposite gender, and I did not like that at all. So I realized I didn't like that. I didn't like the whistle I hear you say that sort of thing. So that was why I initially started the job, just to keep people away, and it did protect me at that like for that, because the moment I started covering up, just the hijab covering up, I noticed the unwanted attention like reduced, and people started like respecting you. In Nigeria they call you like Ajia, the way they talk to you and everything like that. So like that was like the initial thought, that was how I started like covering up to start with. And then
So how
but
old were
then
you then?
I was about, let me say, 14, 15
Okay,
at
alhamdulillah.
that age. Yeah. So that was like what happened at that stage. But then anytime we have like party, like Nigerian parties and everything,
Yeah.
I will take it off and use the gele.
What's
So
the what's the
I'll
feeling?
it's like a head tie.
Oh, a head tie, yes. The
Yeah,
African head tie, yeah, mashallah. Yeah.
yeah. So I'll take it off. And another thing that I noticed then, if I'm inside the house, even if a non-mahram coming, then I will still not use it because I feel like it protected me when I'm going out. So I use it for outside. So they're coming into my house and I don't have to use it. So I didn't understand the whole of it. So, and then I noticed that some people that use Niqab as well in my locality, but then they're not educated. So I associated the Niqab with not being educated. I admire it that they're doing a lot. So it's not easy with this heat and everything. But I just thought, oh, if you're using it, then they're not educated and you won't be educated. And but they chose it, so I respect them in a way like that. So, but when I went to uni, then so I started using it like that on and off. Not very strict with it, not very like no, I don't know the rulings. I just like it. But when I went to the university in Nigeria, then I started learning about my religion. Then I realized it was actually part of the religion. It was the hijab was obligated for the women and everything. So yeah, I even like love it even more. Then I started the jilbab and everything like that. So yeah, it was fine
Jilbab
for
as
me.
well that time. Okay, alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that was about like early 20s. Yeah, yeah. So I started that. Yeah, but I still get some attention. You know, like you still get like some attention. And I met some sisters that wore the niqab then, and they were in the university. So I said, oh, they can do it. Like you can study, you can be educated and still use it. So that means it must be like my initial thoughts were wrong.
Yes, yes.
I realized that okay, I was wrong. So you can actually do this. And they did face some struggle. They had some struggle, and then but then they were like really amazing sisters, mashallah. And so they were good and everything. So I admired them a lot, but I thought, no, that like, it's not for me. I just thought it's not for me. Like I don't think I'm good enough for it, or I don't think I can face what they're facing. Like some of them do face like physical abuse. Some of them, like people tell them like you don't have to do this. Like I just think, oh, I cannot handle it. I'm not good enough or strong enough to handle all sorts of things like that. So yeah. So that's what I thought. That was like that. That was what I until then I came to UK. I got married in Nigeria. Then I came to UK to join my husband and everything. And I completely forgot about all that. I was still wearing hijab. And I had the struggle of the jilbab and the coat because I was really cold in UK, so I had to wear a jacket and coat, and then my jilbab will be like folded up. I didn't know how to combine the coat with the jilbab, so I end up like using just the like the smaller hijab, just use the smaller ones that maybe cover my chest and everything, and that's it. Like I just wore like long dresses, skirts and everything, and I started that. And then it was easy to put on coat with that. So when I was doing that, I went for studies and everything, and I went for my accounting training and everything. And I got a job, I got the daughter. Then I started getting some money coming in. Then I just look at myself like, what have you done to yourself? Like it's like I've chased dunya so much, and I just neglected Akhirah. So I just had like a bit of a meltdown that day. I remember I just called my husband, you've been looking at me like this. I've depreciated to this level because I always noticed that the outward hijab, all of the hijab in the sense, like corrected my inward hijab. So I always have that thought, like if I'm dressing it properly, then it influences me from outside. Yeah, so I always had that belief anyway. So I thought, oh my god, like my outward appearance is like this, then that means my inward must be even like that or something like that. So I had a lot of meltdown. So I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to start my job up again, and I already have the job. It's a company, accounting firm. I already had that. So I was just thinking, just going to wear jilbab to work now. And so I started. I wore the jilbab and everything. My husband was okay with it because he saw me with the jilbab anyway, so he was fine with it and everything. So yeah, I was doing that, but still I felt like there's a void. There's something missing as well. So
Can I ask you, when you started
yeah.
wearing the jilbab to your new job, like how was that experience then? Was there any?
In UK, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, like I felt like there's no difference to me. It was in my head because
Yes.
I was thinking it was the jilbab thing was in my head. Like if I wore jilbab to work, then everybody's gonna look up. Oh God, like this is big. No, it's just one my colleague that noticed, and he just commented on the color. She just like commented on the color, and she just said, "Oh, I like this. It's a bit of brownish pink or something like that."
Okay.
So wow, this color suits you or something like that. Finish.
Mm.
Nobody said anything. So
Okay.
it was all in my head. Like I was thinking, oh, I cannot wear jilbab to work because for a week, I remember for like a week, I started wearing the jilbab back. Then when I was wearing like a normal just skirt and jacket and everything to work. Then I'll come home and wear jilbab again because for some reason I kept telling myself that I can't wear jilbab to work because it's not professional or something like that.
Yeah.
But it was all in my head because once I changed to jilbab, I didn't tell anybody, I didn't inform anybody, I just wore jilbab. And since then, I've been wearing my jilbab to work. I just, nobody said anything about the jilbab. So, yeah, um, yeah,
And
that was
this is
that was that.
like
Yeah,
it's nice you've mentioned that because obviously you work as an accountant, right? And
yeah,
I've met other sisters who, for example, they're like a solicitors or other
yeah,
types of professions.
yeah,
And okay, face veil aside, okay, but like
yeah,
a lot of these sisters have this kind of idea also that it wouldn't be
yeah,
professional for them to wear
yeah,
an
yeah,
abaya to work or
yeah,
a jilbab.
yeah,
And
yeah.
subhanallah, like it's just this kind of perception, like
Yeah,
they feel that
it is.
they have to
It is
have
like
to
I don't even think they noticed. To be
yeah,
honest, I don't think
subhanallah.
anybody. No, even I wore the jilbab to a conference, a big conference in Manchester. I wore the jilbab there, and I
Mashallah.
was the only one with jilbab. I didn't even see if anybody with hijab. I just wore
Yeah,
it. Or even in my head before I left home, I kept like hearing it in my voice, like, no, you need to put on a coat. Today's different. It's just one day. Like I kept hearing that voice, but I said no. I'm gonna listen. I'm
alhamdulillah.
gonna go like this, and that's what I did. And nobody. So I started the jilbab, and everything was fine until the niqab thought was coming to my head. Now I said, oh, okay, like I kept dismissing it. No, it can't be me. Oh, I appreciate it. I respected it. I love people that wear it. I just smile at them.
Mm-hmm.
But I just know that it's not for me. You know, like you're just thinking like I don't think Allah's written it for me. Sort of like that was the conclusion in my head, and I just like stuck with it. And so I was having that. And then about like 2 winters ago, I just said, okay, you know what, you can just start wearing it. I just sat my husband down and said I want to be wearing the niqab now. And he said, oh no, you can't. So I said, why? Why can't I? And he just said, because it's sunnah. You're going to call unnecessary attention to yourself. And it is sunnah. You can practice a lot of other sunnahs. You can fast Monday, Thursdays. You can do Qiyam al-Layl. You can do this. You can do that. I said, but I want to do this. And he said, I don't want you to be unprotected or to call unnecessary attention to yourself. You're wearing jilbab already. You're well covered up and everything. So I said, okay, yeah, it might be right. So I said, okay, yeah, at least Allah seen my intention and everything. So that's fine. And so I stopped that. I stopped wearing it. I wore it for like a week before I told him that. Then when he said that, I stopped that. And then so in about around July, about 2 years ago as well, uh, July of that would be, let me say, 2018. Yeah, that was about 2008. So about 2019, around July. And the thoughts are coming again, and I was giving excuses for each of the thought comes. I already have like a ready-made answer for it, and because my daughter is special needs, so I said, okay, because I can't use the niqab because my daughter is special needs, and then she's gonna call attention to me, and then people are gonna think it's because of the niqab that if she like behave somewhere out in public that they're gonna believe it's because of the niqab.
Yeah.
And then that's why my daughter is behaving like this or something like that because she has autism, you know. So I said, no, that can't be right. So I can't wear it. Then I started saying, oh my God, like I need to protect my daughter because Allah gave me like a special gift for me. So I have to like protect her. Like in my head, I was thinking, if I wore the niqab, someone is gonna attack me and my daughter.
Okay.
And then I will of course say because I was the one that dressed like that. And then so it's like a sacrifice to her because I want to do it, but because of my circumstances, I can't. I already have ready-made answer. You don't have to do it. You don't have to dress like that. I already have a lot of answers in my head, everything in my head.
At the time, sister, was you
yeah.
seeing other sisters wearing the niqab? Like, what was it that kept that? Was there something?
Actually, I watched a lot of YouTube videos.
Right.
Actually, watched a lot of like the Niqabis on YouTube, so I get a lot of "this is me." Anytime they're talking, I say, yes, this is definitely me. I have a lot of that. Like I watch them and I'll get inspired, and I just respect their courage so much. I just thought these people are courageous. Like, how can people not see this? Like, everyone is moving to this direction, and these people decide to move to the other one. Like, they are courageous. They're brave. Like, I just respect them so much, so much. Like, so I just thought, okay, and I kept watching them, but I kept saying, "Oh, I wish I can. I wish I can, but I can't. I wish I can, but I can't." Yeah. So and I was just telling myself, but when the protection thought came to my head, and then the thoughts again came again and said, "Do you think you're the one protecting her to start with? It's Allah that's protecting her." So I said, "Oh my God, if Allah was the one protecting her, why was I even worried?" And you want to do something for Allah, and He will be the one that protects her anyway. And if something is going to happen, it is going to happen. Whether you're there, like, you can't even fight, so how are you even protecting her? Yeah, like if someone were to like do maybe like taekwondo or something, I don't know what to do. Like, so I was just thinking, and you think you can protect her? So I just thought, okay, this is like definitely I don't have any excuse. I don't have excuse. So I started like then I have a friend that worked in the club, Khadija. You've interviewed her before. Khadija, I think she was about the fifth or sixth that you interviewed. So I used to go to her house and everything, and we talk. And she was telling me, if you really want to do it, I think you should. I said, no, it's not possible. Allah has seen my situation. It's just gonna bring unnecessary. Maybe when my daughter grows up, like at this stage, I don't think it can be. Like, I was just still not willing to take the step. I was just not willing at all. And then but when I thought about the protection thing, it kept coming even harder. Like, the thought kept coming every day, and I felt like I've been chosen. Because with my daughter as well, she wasn't just autistic. She has other medical condition. And initially, when I had her, it was like really tough with the diagnosis and a lot of other stuff coming in. But until I reached a point, and I said, I think I was chosen for her. Like, until I started looking at it, like, Allah must have seen some qualities in me that He chose me for my daughter, and I just started seeing everything positively. So once I started thinking the niqab like that as well, I said, like, these thoughts will not go. Even I stopped watching the YouTube videos of the niqab, because I thought maybe because I watched them a little bit too much, then they're influencing me. So if I stop watching them, so I stop. Still, the thought won't go away. Yeah. So yeah, what I did was I just said, okay, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pray tahajjud, and I'm gonna tell everything to Allah. I'm going through this. I could not settle. My mind could not settle. I have every other thing, but my mind could not settle until I wore the niqab. So at that point, I ordered a lot of niqab. I started wearing the niqab in the house. A lot. I'll wear it in the house. I'll take pictures with it. I'll just be looking at it. I was just so obsessed with it. But I couldn't go out with it. Like, I was so obsessed and everything. So that was before winter and everything. So once the winter came, I said, I was gonna wear it, but I'm not gonna let my husband know. So I started wearing it secretly, and I only wore it to like certain places, like shops and masjid. And
so you
as
was
I'm
wearing
coming
it
back,
secretly, so your husband didn't know you were
secretly.
wearing it.
No, he didn't.
Wow. Have you spoken to your husband before to let him know that you was interested in wearing it?
Yeah. I said that earlier. Yeah, I told him, and he said it was sunnah, and I could do other sunnah. That's what he said, because I was gonna get attention to me. and because we're in England, it's the media and everything, like, it's negative. They look at the niqab in a negative way, and if I started wearing it, like, they're gonna like call attention to myself.
Yeah.
Because if you wear the hijab, like, people will not notice you that much, but if you put niqab on it, everybody will notice you now. Like, so why do you want to do that and everything? So I just said, yeah, but I want to, but because it was giving me some reasons that were already in my head.
Yeah.
I accepted at that stage, and I did not. But at the second time I wanted to, I've already, like, given myself the answers, as in I already, like, thinking about it as a protect, like, I was thinking about me protecting my daughter, so I cannot use it. But I've already given myself the answer that is Allah that protects anyway.
Exactly, yeah.
So the second time I was a bit more strong. But I know that if I go to him, he might convince me not to. Yeah, so that's why I said, okay, I'm just gonna do it secretly. He doesn't have to know, he's a busy man anyway. So, and before he comes back, I'll have been at home, and I'm not gonna use niqab in the house anyway. So there's no way he cannot. So that was my thought anyway. And but before then, I've actually prayed to Allah, and I've done a lot of prayers and everything. That was 2000. Let me see. I'm missing my date up now. That was 2000. I think 18. I think I'm missing the date up. Anyway, I'm missing the date up. So, and I did the prayer. I prayed to Allah. I said, this is it. Like, my mind, I couldn't settle. I just need to do this, but I don't know how. I'm not confident enough. Like, I'm confident within myself, but I'm just not ready for the negativity I was going to get. I wasn't ready, but I really want to do it, because without doing it, I'm not happy. I'm not happy at all. And that was when I finished the prayer. A few days after, I decided, like, okay, I'm just going to wear it, but secretly. And one day I was coming back for shopping, and he was already out. And he saw me and just saw me and said, oh my God, what is the meaning of this? And I said I was going to wear it. I was going to wear it. And he tried to convince me again, like, not to do it and everything. But I said, I'm not going to cover my face for you anyway. And if I have to sacrifice, like, going out as a family, because maybe you're ashamed to be with someone that covers up like that, then I understand. Like, if I want to go out, I'll go out alone with my daughter. And if you want to go out, you can go alone with her. So if that's the problem, like, I'm ready to sacrifice that. And so for like 3 days, and I said, okay, I'm going to think about it. And told me, okay. And after like the third day, he just said, okay, you can wait. Anyway, I know he's going to say I can wait anyway.
How long did you take to decide to say that you could wear it? How long was it?
3 days, just 3 days. He said he was going to think about it, yeah. Okay. And he said, I wish you had told me before, and I'm just looking out for you.
Yeah.
I don't eat the niqab, but I'm looking out for you. Like, this is not the right environment. And I told him, I'm already strange. I'm already different. I wear jilbab anyway. I'm different.
Yeah.
Anytime I drop my daughter off school, I'm the only different mom there. I'm already. So it's just a piece of extra clothing. At the end of the day, because I'm already different. So if what I'm running away from is to look different, yeah. So I'm already that. Yeah. So I've messed my story up. Yeah, because that happens after the third time. So the second time it was the third time that I started to wear it, and then in my head I was still telling myself that, okay, niqab is definitely not professional, so I cannot wear it to work. And so what happened is I'll use it in the morning to take my daughter to school. Then I'll drive to work. Then in the car, I'll take it off and I'll take it off and put it inside my bag. So that's what I did. And each time I took it off, I felt like I'm taking off my clothing, like my inner clothing, like my other garments inside. And I just felt like horrible, not happy. I'll work, and my manager just noticed that. And he kept asking me, like, what's going on? I said, I'm okay. And I said, okay, something has changed. definitely something has changed. Then I was just telling him what sort of, well, being a mom is not easy. You have to get back home and do this and it was just look at me and say hand, and he was just waiting for something. Just say and. I said,
Wow.
are you my psychologist or something? He said, I know you because I've worked there for like 4 years.
Yeah.
So he said, I know you. I know you. So like one day he just like double crossed me. I was packing my bag, he just double crossed me and said, we're going to your car together. I'm gonna walk you to the car and you're gonna tell me what's been bothering you. Oh, okay then. I have no choice. So as I was about to enter the car, I just said, I have changed a little bit. I use face veil now, and work is the only place I don't use it to, and I don't feel good when I'm not using it. So it's like a bit of conflict going on.
Mm-hmm.
And he just said, okay, I don't have to see your face to work for me, for us. And then, but all I had to do is confirm from the directors if they're okay with it. And our directors are not based in where I'm here; they're based in another town. So
They're not based
said,
where, sorry?
They're based in another town, Liverpool. I can just tell you, they're based in Liverpool. So we have like a branch of a company. So we're like branch here. So I said, but I have to tell them to see. But as far as he knows, he's like the head of our office here. As far as he knows, there's nothing in the workplace rule for us that said you cannot do that, like cover your face and everything. And so he said, so yeah, we'll see how it goes and everything. So I said, okay. I just drove off that day and I came home. I was saying, oh my God, what did I do? What did I just do? And he just texted me and said, they're okay with it. And then you can come in whatever you want to. Just do your work. That's all we're concerned about. Just do your work. You continue to do your work well. We're not bothered at all. And he said, if your big colleague, it might take a while for them to get used to it. But if they have problem with it, they just have to deal with it. It's their problem at that stage. It's not yours. Yeah, so he said, I was so happy. He said, oh, good. And everything. And so I started wearing it to work. They were a bit shocked. And now everything is like back to normal with my Niqab. Like, they don't even like, before I wasn't like too like involved, like social, like party with the office people and everything. But if they're discussing something that I could contribute, of course I will. If it is work related, of course I will. If it is like maybe they're talking about weather or government or something like that, if I have opinion, I will. But if they're talking about alcohol or whatever they did, I'll just ignore like I didn't hear. So so they already know that I don't get involved with every single conversation anyway. So there was no much different because I wasn't like behaving differently all of a sudden. And then I just changed completely. So it's just a little bit of change. And now they're so used to it now, and they just treat me like they were. Initially, some of them like changed a little and they just don't know how to talk to me now.
Yeah.
And I was just smiling and saying, it's still me. Just say whatever you want to say now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now they're just talking to me like the way before. And so everything is good with the work. And yeah. So yeah, what else? Yeah, I made some details here and there. And then yeah, so and before I told them at work, I've already agreed to my husband that I was going to do that. Because when he said you can do it, but I don't think you should take it to work. Like you can wait to any other place but not work. Because they're going to look at you differently. So they're not going to respect you as a professional, person anymore. Like they're going to see you like a religious person. And if you're at work, you should be at work. Like you should, like you should be professional, sort of. But if you're like every other place, then you can be religious as much as you can. So that was what he said. So when I came home, I said, oh, I did something today, but it wasn't my fault. It was my manager's fault because he kept asking me.
Yeah, basically.
I was so glad that he did so. I was so glad that he did, but he kept asking me. So I said it wasn't my. I didn't go out of my way to say, oh, you know what, I want to say this, even though I wasn't feeling happy about it. I thought there's a little sacrifice I could make. So it's just work, and we are usually majority of us are girls anyway. And I just sit with my computer. My computer is big, so it covers me, and I just was justifying. Like trying to rationalize everything and say, okay, yeah, at least I can wait any other place. It's just a few hours of work, so it's not a big deal. Well, since then, I can wait anywhere I want now. So I feel so relieved now. And yeah, so That's like a summary of it all. Yeah.
Mashallah, that's
Long story, right?
very eventful.
When I really started wearing it, at the start, I was like this, school break. There was a week of school break in
Okay, the
October.
half term.
Yeah, so I thought my babysitter came to stay with my daughter, so I have to go to work, and I just thought, oh, I'm just gonna drive from here to work, then I can take it off at the car park anyway. So I just said, okay, yeah, just for me to drive, I don't have to drop her off or go anywhere else before. So I used it Monday to Friday, and that was good, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking on Saturday, am I going to go back to not using it now? Like no, this would be like the perfect time to start. Like we've been off for like a week, and done. Like nobody's gonna notice that much compared to if I don't use it today and the next day I'm using it. Like, is that going to be too obvious? So yeah, so I just and on that weekend on Saturday I was thinking about it. I was like having a bit of panic attack. Like, oh my God, what's going to happen? Like, I just thought like it's gonna be full of negativity. Like it's a lie. Like I'm not saying that people don't face negativity, but half of it is in our head. To be honest, like I've had some like looks. I don't mind. I don't focus on the negative, on the looks, and some comments here and there. But I just think of the Sahaba. The Sahabiya, like they've gone through like a lot. They did a lot, like, and struggles and everything. And compared to what we're facing today, I don't think like we could match up. Some of them, their entire tribe or their entire, family just disowned them and everything. And then, or maybe some of them, they had to go to war, physical war. And the first female martyr as well, what happened to her, Sumaya and everything like that. So just kept like comparing like myself to them, not compare or to, way that yeah, almost the same. No, I'm not saying that. But like to say, okay, they did a lot for Islam. They faced a lot. So if I had to face like a bit of, oh, look at her, she looks like this or terrorist or whatever, yeah, I don't mind. I know I'm not terrorist. I know that. So, and I don't know them. They're just random people.
Yeah.
I don't know them. Maybe if like someone really close to me said something like that, like that hurts a lot more. But if they're random people, I don't know them. I'm not gonna see them the next day. Like I don't even know anything about them. So if they say something, I just brush it off. I don't let it bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. Just keep going. Just go. Yeah. So yeah, I've said a lot. I've been talking a lot, right? Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. That's like the summary of what happened.
So you've not been wearing it for, I say you've not been wearing it for that long, just since October last year.
No, it's not long. Yeah, I just did on and off, and then October, since October, I just made that decision that I'm going, even if my husband doesn't accept at the start, I know he's gonna come around anyway. But I know if he doesn't accept it, I'm actually ready to sacrifice something, like like going out together, like I said. So I was actually ready to do that, and I know that if I'm in the house and I'm not using it, it's not even going to remember that I use it anyway. So yeah, it's only when we go out together.
Of course, yeah.
So I know it's not a big deal. So yeah, but now we've been out about like a couple of times, and he's perfectly fine with it. So yeah, it's okay with it. It's just that initial. Yeah, it's like a journey for him too as well to accept. Yeah, but yeah, we're okay. And my daughter at start, the first day I use it, she was like be freaking out, and I just said, it's still mommy, and she loves it now. Even if we're at her home, she'll take my maybe scarf or whatever, or anything she sees it down, she'll cover my face with it, and she'll say, still mommy, and she just turn it to like a plate and everything. So yeah, she likes it now. She likes it too. So yeah, that's like the story now.
Mashallah, no, that's brilliant. Mashallah, really, really nice. Yeah. So I take it.
Yeah.
Is it? Have you done any traveling with it? Like, have you been abroad with it?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I traveled like in August last year, but no, I wasn't wearing it at all. I took it along anywhere I go. I took it because I already like have the ambition, the interest, to do it. But I did not. I just kept it in my bag.
So since you started wearing it, obviously you wear it to work and everything, and you kind of touched on it a little bit. do you feel that you've been getting treated differently at all? Maybe not in your work environment as such, because you did say that people are used to you now, but in other than your work environment. So just generally, because obviously you were saying that one of the things, like before you wore it, you was quite hesitant to wear it because you was having kind of negative thoughts, thinking people are going to see you differently. How do you feel now that you're wearing it when you go out in public, just your everyday life and things like that? Do you feel that people have a different kind of feel about you?
Okay, I don't think that, to be honest, because I have a bit of like a routine. So like I sell some things online. I sell on Amazon, I sell on eBay. The Amazon thing, like I just send it to warehouse, so I don't actually have to see the product. But for eBay things, I have like things in my house that I post. And for example, like anytime I have about 3 postal shops that I go to, and some of them, like, they'll need my surname and my signature and everything. So I've been posting with these people, and most of them know my surname anyway. So and when I started using it, I thought maybe when I got there they wouldn't know who was there, and and they were just writing my name down. I said, you know me? And she said, of course. Like some other places like that they've known me before. For some reason they still recognize me, that it was me. I don't know why. Okay, maybe because I'm the only one around this place. Yeah. They still know, and they did not like show me that they were like negative about it. But at the first few weeks I started, there's a bit of this shock in the face. But before that, I've already, like, say, I know it's gonna be people are gonna be shocked, and especially people that know that I wasn't dressing like that. So, and I've already like interpreted, like, I'm not gonna take that as a negative. Like, it's just something that was new, and because they know me already before, and so it's just a bit of shock. Well, oh, okay then. Like, so it doesn't mean that they don't like it, and it doesn't mean that they don't. That, to me, that was what I said to myself, because I don't want to go about believing that people that look at me differently definitely do not like it, because I don't know what's in their head. It might be like because it's strange to them, or they've never seen someone like that, or definitely. So people are like doing that a lot, like shocked, and then they'll just continue normal. If they don't say anything like verbally, then I'm not gonna take it as negative. I'm just gonna process it in my head like it's just new to them. They just know how well of it. And and another thing I did with my work colleague was my director accepted that. The directors, they know about it. I got the approval from them, and the manager was okay with it. So my colleagues, I did not want to know their opinion on it. So when we were talking, like, we have like lunch, like work lunch and everything. Sometimes we order some food in and everything. And when we're eating, I just take like a corner so that I can put the food in the mouth, like so that nobody can see my face and everything. I just eat. So like sometimes some topic might come up like relating to that kind of thing, not fully like directed at me, but I'll not say anything. Not because I don't want to, like, I just don't want to make it awkward. And so I think, okay, what do you think about me? Can you still recognize me? Or can you still, like, I don't want that. It's better that I don't know what they're thinking in their head. Because if I know, then, and we're going to be seeing each other every day. So to me, I just don't want to know. So I don't know if they like it or not, my colleagues. But as far as my directors are okay with it, I've gotten okay, you can do it. It's not that I'm breaking any law. It's not against UK law, whatever. So to me, I'm not doing anything wrong. So I think I should be proud of what I'm doing. So that's what I think. Like, so I just go my day like that. I don't want to be thinking about negative, because it's not good for me as well. So I just go until maybe something. But I do mascara as well every day, just in case. So I try to do mascara every day, and so I feel protected.
Alhamdulillah.
I feel like Allah is watching over me anyway. So yeah.
My phone.
Yeah.
Sister, mashallah, it's been really mashallah beneficial interview. So
Okay, good. That's what I was thinking. Oh, I don't know.
it's
Just
mashallah,
gonna
it's
be
been
rambling. I thought I was going to be rambling a lot.
okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I want to ask you a little bit about your
Okay.
e-commerce business. When did you
Yeah.
start that, and like what kind of things are you involved in?
Yeah. Okay. So like it started like about 6 months after I started working, and I noticed like some of our clients, they're like e-commerce into e-commerce, and they're making quite a lot of money as well. So I just thought, oh, they're doing it. Like I could. Before I used to like have eBay accounts, and it's only eBay I knew then.
Okay.
So I just thought, oh, okay, I knew eBay, and I like sell some things in the house that maybe I'm not using anymore, or maybe I got like a cheaper clearance stuff, and so that was where how it started. And I had some money then. I had some money saved as well. So I thought, okay, I was gonna do that and see. So I just started. I started with eBay. So I was just we'll go to shop and get some clearance stuff, and then I'll put on eBay and sell it. And it was doing like quite really well, like really good for me because I was working part time. I've never been full time. So because my daughter and the house as well. So I've been doing part-time hours anyway. So I had other hours to do stuff. So and I go out with my daughter, buy something. So but it was becoming like more stressful because I have to like go out and shop for things and then come in. So but now what I do, so it's progressed now. What I do now is I have a company of my own, and then I contact brands in UK basically, and then I'll ask for like the catalog, price list, and everything because I want to open wholesale accounts. And so once I get that, when I get the accounts, and then some of them will say you have to be company, you have to be limited company. Some of them will request you have to be VAT registered. You know, they don't want to deal with you like a person as a person. They want to deal with a company in a way. So I had that all set up and everything. And so if I approach them, I say that my name from this so and everything. So and so it's more like easy to get accounts with them. And once I get the account, I just sit with it. I'll see how much the product, for example, costs, and how much is selling on Amazon or eBay, and then I'll consider the fees as well and the processing fees because I'll work with another warehouse because I don't have a warehouse of my own. And when they deliver in pallets. So they have to deliver to the warehouse for me. And that the warehouse will process it. And they'll check it that there's no like spoilage or anything or damages in transit. So then once they do that, they will relabel it for Amazon. How do I call it? To Amazon specifications. So once they do that, then they will send it to Amazon for me. So all I do now is more logistics at home. So that's all I do now. So that's how like how the business run currently. So and then I'll just like contact the supplier, send my order in, then they'll send me the invoice, I review it and send back. Then I made the payment, then they deliver to the warehouse for me, they check it and they confirm that everything is up to date. And if not, if anything is missing, then I'll go back. Just a bit of logistics, that's what I do now. Then I will list the same products on Amazon and eBay as well. So if it's selling on eBay, I can get Amazon to deliver for me as well.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
So yeah, so I don't have to actually store things in the house anymore. Yeah, so yeah, so yeah, I still have some things I've bought in it, like rather I still send on eBay occasionally, but my aim is to not have anything in the house like that. So I want to just do the logistics thing, and it's actually really growing now, really moving fast for me. yeah. So it's something that I could do if I don't have like accounting career, like that's a career on its own. But because I love the accounting as well, I love my work as well. So yeah, I'm doing all of them like part time. Yeah, but I'm part time here, part time here. So yeah. But I think a lot of that's what like made me open the Instagram account, the Mompreneur Niqabi, because I was just thinking like as I said, like my nature is like to sit somewhere. I don't want to be seen or known, but I want to make impact in someone's life or people's life. So I said, okay, if I could just hide in one corner and just help someone here or help someone there, then I'll feel fulfilled. I don't want to be like popular or people know me or whatever. But like, so that was why I created it. And to be honest, I've actually like chatted with some sisters through the DM, and they didn't know about it. So I told them, and they were saying, "Oh my God, I could do this." And I was thinking, like, as sisters, we should not be like going for interviews if we can help it.
Yeah.
We should be creating jobs. We should be interviewing people. We should be the interviewer. So if they don't like doing Niqab and someone coming and you just go in and you're the CEO, of course they have to start like liking it. They have to change a little bit. Like, okay, so this is the CEO now, Like, so that's like the mentality. Of course, you can look for a job to gather some money, but I think we should be thinking in terms of we want to create job now. We don't want to be, because if you do that, they have to like sing to your rules. But if you're going for interviews and you're bothered, oh, should I use Niqab or not, shake hands or not, do dress this or not, that's because you are the interviewee. So you have to like sing to their tone. Like that was where I was looking at it. So some sisters I do like, and they're like interested. Some of them are in US and they're really interested in it. I said, "Man, just watch some YouTube videos." That was how it started for me. I started with the clients, of course, but then I backed it up with the YouTube videos and everything. And if some people, even husband and wife, that's what they do. That's what they do. So I just said, "Oh, these people are doing this. Like I can too." And so and it's grown a lot. It's grown, mashallah, it's grown. So, and I did not even have a lot of time to spend on it because I just a couple of hours here and there, and and I'm seeing results. So,
Alhamdulillah. So, sister, I'll ask you, what does the niqab mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot of things. A lot. Like, it's just like something that you do. Like, for me, like, that I do solely for Allah. I'm not saying that hijab is not like for Allah. Like, it's for Allah. It's definitely for Allah. But it's like you're taking it a bit extra step. And you're like committing. It's a commitment, like 100%. I am yours. That's like the statement. I am yours. I am for you. I'm not for anybody else. Even when my husband wasn't like all fully in support, I was just saying, "Oh yeah, I put Allah first. You will be second." Like I was just saying, like, no, like definitely for that. And to me, it's a bit of dawah, a form of dawah as well. Even if you say that, oh, I don't do dawah, like we are doing dawah, whether we like it or not, we are definitely doing dawah. Because if you go somewhere, they're just gonna see you. You might prompt something in them to go home and research. It's definitely gonna stick in their head. It is a dawah for me, and it is just I feel honored as well. I feel honored. I feel chosen, as I said. I feel like I don't know. I feel special in a way. Yeah, it might all be in my head, but that's what I feel. And I've never been how do I put it? I know some sisters do struggle with covering up a lot. That wasn't me. Like I wanted to cover up. Like it wasn't me. Like I see someone that is like fully dressed, makeup. I don't do makeup. I never did anyway. So I do like maybe I can count maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. Like so like all those things that they're not my struggle. I understand. I appreciate that could be some people's struggle, but they're not. Even when my husband was saying like, "Do not, I don't want you to," or whatever, I said, I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm saying that this particular act is easy for me. Niqab is easy for me. Dressing up like this is easy. Some people, it might be qiyam al-layl that is easy for them. Some people is fasting, that is easy. And maybe the other part is not. So I'm just saying that whatever part you can do that comes easy, or you should strive, definitely. But if it comes easy, I think that should be the first thing you do.
Yes.
So to me, like it comes like really easy, quick. Like the decision, what it was stopping me was the society, was what people will say. But to actually decide between me that this is what I wanted was like quick. Okay, I want this. I definitely want this. The other part I was influencing was the society, what people would say and everything. but to conclude, to reach that decision wasn't difficult. And I know that a lot of people struggle. And if I see someone like maybe dressed and, you know, like your makeup, hair all over and everything like that, I don't feel like, oh my gosh, she looks so beautiful, I want to be like that.
Yeah.
She might be the most beautiful person, but to me, I don't want to be like that. So I don't feel like jealous. Like, oh, I wish I could display. And I don't feel ugly. I feel beautiful, but I don't want to display it. So, yeah. So, yeah, have I answered your question? I've been rambling a lot.
What would you advise? Like, since you, mashallah, you struggle to, you know, you'll fight with yourself, really. With yourself for quite a while about wearing the niqab. So, what would you advise to other sisters who were having a similar struggle like how you had? They want to wear the niqab, but they're just kind of like, you know, going backwards and forwards, kind of in between. How you know you've really lived that. So, what would you advise to those sisters like yourself?
I think they should start with praying to Allah. To be honest, like I think the prayer, the moment I prayed, like genuine prayer, I even cried at some point because it was like the thought was coming to me so much. I even cried to Allah. Like, you see my struggle, you see how much I wanted to do this, but I was just like terrified of society. I was just like terrified of society. Now, and I specifically prayed for confidence, because I always know that people that wear the niqab, they're like confident to me, because it's not easy to be different. Like, we are like programmed to want to go into like groups and, you know, like not to be different, especially with the negative atmosphere of the media and everything. Like, nobody would want to like do that, you know, in a way. So, but for them to say no, I'm still doing this, like, to me, like, they're like like the most courageous person. That's the way I see it anyway. So I know I wasn't that confident. I'm confident in my house, like, but I'm not confident like I don't think I'm that like 100% confident. Like, whatever happens, I'm sticking to it. Like, so, but I prayed for that. I kept praying. And I was choosing. And the mothers of the Muslim as well, I feel like, oh, I want to be like them anyway. I want to be like Aisha. I want to be like Fatima. You know, I want to be like them. I want to hopefully be in their midst in Al Jannah, and maybe, you know, like. So I said, okay, everybody has their role model, and these are mine. So I want to be like them. And so, yeah, I think just Allah, just praying. If you really want to do it, just pray really hard, and inshallah Allah will make it easy. Yeah, that's what I would say. Yeah.
MashaAllah, sister. Jazakallah khair. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. Hope I didn't take too much time.
No, it's been, mashallah, very, very good. Alhamdulillah. We're glad you took the time to share with us your stories, experiences of your journey to the niqab and to wear it. Alhamdulillah. I really appreciate it. So thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you found it good. Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.